myself Saranya, Assistant Professor of PBA. Now I am going to present a topic on our employees, the most valuable intangible assets. While starting the journey to another financial year, let me raise an interesting question to the corporate world. Along with this talk of taking our physical goods, don't you feel it's important to take the stocks of skills level of the most valuable asset in our organization? The human assets. It goes without saying, human assets is the key intangible asset for any organization. In today's dynamic world, it is the human asset and not the fixed and movable asset that differentiate any organization from its competitors. If so, during last financial year ending, how many of us have taken the stocks of skills level of our human assets? While human can be physically replaced, the skill set and knowledge of a person leaving an organization cannot be exactly replaced by the successor. It is widely held among the business decision maker that the skills of employees account for 85% of the company's success. Employee skill determine the speed and success of organization. Once the benchmark of critical and preferred competency is established for the role, the employee and the manager can assess the level of proficiency for each competency. According to Johnny Rose, a skill gap analyst, this can be accomplished using one or preferably a combination of the following techniques. First one is performance review. A standard performance review usually included discussion between the employees and his or her manager to assess the competency proficiency. A strategy for professional development to allow the employee to improve their performance or improve their chances of promotion can be included in the interview. Second one is interviews. Interviewing managers and employees with open-ended questions allows for qualitative data to be accumulated and resistant attitude, misconception and other barriers to good performance may be revealed using this methodology that may not be revealed during the manager-employee performance review or conversation. Third one is customer feedback. If customers or stakeholders can be surveyed or interviewed, they can be a great sources of feedback on the performance of a group of employees or individual employees. Fourth one is performance test. Certain skill can be tested using standardized tests and metrics can be measured to provide quantitative data. Fifth one is audits. A checklist of operational standards can be made and employee can be checked against the list. Once the skill gap being identified, strategies for closing the gap can be determined. Strategies include training, allocation of new resources, improvement of rewards and incentives. As our employees' talent, ability and grasp of the business improve, some group members are likely to realize their own high growth potential. We will probably suffer minor setback when losing a valuable team members to a better job and even another company. Be happy. This is one of the best indication that we are giving our employees important skill. By helping employee to scale up their critical skills, we will be able to establish skills, accountability and foster continuous learning, a skill strength in today's marketplace constantly changing environment. Let's create and promote a culture of knowledge and innovation in our organization and respect asset, the most valuable intangible asset.